Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, Dallin.
The inaugural first Foolish Mortals Live. We've been talking about it. We've been workshopping this for so long, and now, my friend, we are here.
It's finally here. We have accomplished Foolish Mortals Nirvana, truly.
We have ascended to the final plane of Foolish Mortals.
What is that plane?
I guess it would just be just sharing our thoughts on the Haunted Mansion and sometimes other attractions live,
right? Foolish Mortals. Well, today we've talked a lot about the mansion.
We have. That was all of season one. Season one was nothing but mansion all day, every day.
And season two was definitely something.
Season two happened.
Season two happened.
Season three. This is where we're going into full gear. All right.
This is where we're live, baby. We got the chat is full of people.
Oh yeah,
hi
chat.
Lots of people saying hello. Looking at everyone give us a hashtag spooky duplex in the chat if you're watching. You know, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, all you mortals here.
All you lovely mortals.
So what's the deal, Dan? How you been?
I've been good, man. D23 is coming up.
Oh, don't even talk to me, but I'm so excited. You're going to be like so this will be the first time for the chat we've met in person. It's insane to me. You're going to be like my mentor. Yeah, like guiding me through all these D23 because you were Mr. Popular last year, Mr. Dreamfinder, or not?
Yeah, 3 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My gosh. It'll be my third D23 and they're fun. They're very overwhelming and you never feel like you can do all of it. But if you hustle right and you like pick the right panels and stuff, you can end up with some decent free swag. You can end up with some cool like posters, cool info. Here's some cool stories. But it's like, do you go to a lot of conventions? What's your convention life?
This will be my first con ever, and I've read up so much about it, and I am expecting. I'm ready. I think I've mentally prepared myself for what's going to be happening. There is a S.E.A, a Society of Explorers and Adventurers panel that they are going to have there.
Oh, really?
Imagineers and lore writers. And so, like, the parks panel obviously is the big one, right? That's where the People Mover is going to be announced. Everyone knows that. The Disneyland People Mover coming back.
And the Living with the Land Lazy River. And
the Frozen re-theme, but we'll talk about that. I'm actually posting that video tomorrow. But the S.E.A panel, I'm very, very excited for. I'm going to try and get into.
What is it? What did they say it's going to be? Like, did they say it's going to be anything? Like, is it just like a Q&A? Is it any kind of Q&A, or is it just someone interviewing them about like the lore that they've added to the S.E.A?
I don't think it's going to be a Q&A. There might be, but yeah, it's just essentially going like a couple Imagineers and writers are going to be there. They're probably going to show maybe a couple pieces of concept art for the show that's coming to Disney Plus. I don't know if they're ready to have a trailer out by now.
Oh, interesting. There is that. They are making a show, aren't they?
Yeah. So we're going to get a couple pieces of S.E.A lore that have never been heard or seen before yet, and some things to come to the park. So I'm excited to see that.
That'd be cool.
So
did they announce what the one of the cool things about D23? The first year I went, it was Disneyland 60th, so they had a huge like archives exhibition of Disneyland like stuff. You've probably seen walkthroughs. Is when they had the big Murphy head out, like on display. You could like walk up and like practically touch it.
Right.
And they had the second time I went, they had It was Pirates. Like the new Pirates movie was coming out, so they had the models from the quarter scale models from the original movies of the ships, like Davy Jones' organ, like animatronics that have like old animatronics. They just had like everything pirate from the archives they pulled. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to find out what the archive collection is going to be this year.
I know, because it's 100 years. It's kicking off the 100 years of Disney. So maybe it's going to be some like stuff from like the early days, like the Disney Brothers animation studio stuff. You never know.
Oh yeah, maybe.
What were you saying?
I'm reading a great book called Walt Eats, Eat Like Walt, and there's a great section about the Walt's, like, when the animation studio, and like how he would give everybody 15 cents for dinner, and they would all go across the street and eat the cheapest meal they could and pocket the 4 cents left over from their studio meal budget, and which I thought was I was like, well, that's
that 4 cents. It'll go a long way.
Yeah. They could get like an 11-cent lunch across the street. But yeah, so, and then they have great, like, there's some really cool, like, exclusive shops. The Mickey's of Glendale is the place to be, man.
Because that's where, like, that's like the Imagineer shop, like at the studio lot, and they just open it up for everyone to just go through it.
Yeah, well, they have like special edition stuff, and then they bring over some stuff, but it's all Imagineer designed merch, which is kind of cool.
That's really cool.
You talk, like, I don't know if you've seen my Haunted Mansion. I have a Haunted Mansion, like, Letterman jacket. From that. And then my Haunted Mansion button-down shirt, the crazy purple one, that was also from Mickey of Glendale. When I was there last time, it was like EPCOT. Like, they were ramping up for Epcot. And then they're like, this merch will be only here. So I got like the Epcot water bottle, that like tall black one with the white letters, and like that chrome hat, all that kind of stuff, and it all ended up in the parks. There was no exclusivity at all.
Creation shop, man.
Ended up in the parks. All ended up in the parks. I was like, what's this about, bro?
How long did you wait to get into Mickey's of Glendale? I heard that's like not a small feat getting in there.
Yeah, it's like an hour. I mean, like, honestly, and that's the thing. Like, if you abandon trying to like catch one of the bigger panels, like, that's the time to like go in and hit some of the shops. And the people really want to go to the Shop Disney one. People really want to go to there's a D23 store. And then there are 2 novelty, like there are 2 or 3 like high end. And so the stuff in there is very expensive. It's certainly collectible, but it's not as like, there's really rare stuff in some of the other stores. So the 2 times I went in, it was not hard to get in. It was just, it was not a long wait. It was not a long wait at all. Good.
I'm glad. Yeah. So, I mean, the only panel I really need to catch 100% is the parks panel. So other than that, I'm just kind of ideally the S.E.A. panel to do whatever. So that'll be fun. D23. Stay tuned, because I'm sure Dan's going to have a couple videos. I'm doing like a 6-part series on it. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
On D23?
Well, yeah. Part 1 comes out. I think you could consider it came out like a couple weeks ago, that first People Mover video. Part 2 will be tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to do a predictions video, will be part 3 each day. So 4, 5, and 6.
So what is the point of the prediction video? Are you going to try to predict stuff that just isn't going to happen?
I'm going to try and predict things that I think are very likely going to happen.
Predict things that they're likely going to announce, or predict things that is likely going to happen? Because those are 2 different
going to
things.
announce at the panel.
Because let's be clear. Look back at the D23 parks panels for the past like 2 years, the past 2 D23. Almost everything they announced has either not opened yet or was canceled. So
we want the new Spaceship Earth. I want it so bad.
Yeah, I just wrote it though. It's fine. It doesn't need it.
Yeah. No, I don't think it needs it. I would like it, but I don't.
I need a new screen thing. And also, just give me an option. Just turn the screen off.
I like, my favorite part of Spaceship Earth is not interacting at all with the quiz at the end and just looking at the triangle sets and the lights peeking through behind the curtain and trying to catch a glimpse of that Tomorrow's Child model behind the curtain.
Yeah. That whole is that what they call the space station? Is that what the space station is called, Tomorrow's Child?
The space station was up at the very top. Now we're getting into Diz history. I love this. Was up at the top. You can still see it. They just painted it black.
Right.
But
it's very easy to see, actually.
Yeah,
the space station. It's
not hard. And those little the space rocks as you go by were also painted just black. But as you go down, there was a miniature model of, I don't know what, I think maybe it was a City of the Future. There's pictures of it online. Chat's probably yelling at me right now. It was the song that was associated with it was called Tomorrow's Child, I believe, and it was called it was like a miniature city maybe, and it's still back there. They just drew a curtain over it. It's like a black curtain. So it's as you go down backwards.
Oh wow!
Just like a little model.
The amount of stuff in the parks, it just has a curtain over it. You know?
Right? Especially at Epcot, my friend. Especially at Epcot.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about Epcot now. Should we get into the main, the meat and potatoes of this video?
Yeah. We just stumbled into that by accident.
We could talk about D23 as as it approaches, as we move through it. We could maybe even do live at D23 potentially.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do something at D23 live. That's for sure.
100%.
Yeah, that's for sure gonna happen.
So we're talking about Epcot.
You were just at Epcot. I was just at Epcot. How did you? Let's talk about the new ride. Did you Cosmic Rewind? Did you rewind?
I did. I rewinded twice actually.
So does that mean you ended up in the same space?
You could say I went to the ride, rewinded, and then went back to the ride, and then rewinded again.
So if you
think about it, I never rode the ride.
Right.
If you think about it.
If you think about it, yeah. Neither have I actually. Now that I think about it, I went on the ride. And
so what'd you think? Because I don't know. I've never been on it.
Yeah, I don't have a clue about the ride. The queue is fun. Do you like? Did you see anything interesting on the big Megamind screen? Because I'll tell you what, both times I went on the ride. Now, it was like you walk through it so fast, and there's just nothing going on.
So you're talking about the Megamind screen. Is that app? It's like in
World
the queue,
Mind,
correct?
Or whatever. Yeah, World Mind.
Oh, yeah.
That big circle ceiling thing.
So you didn't catch the little mini show they do either time?
No, either time. I saw.
Oh, that's so sad.
I saw a little tape deck thing the first time. Like it was like happening real fast above us as we were walking through.
Okay.
But I haven't seen the whole thing. What?
The Galaxarium? Oh, that room is very, very Epcot to me. It's very classic 1982 Epcot.
Oh, yeah.
Just the way it looks and the way it feels and the narration.
It feels like the room after Spaceship Earth, you know?
It really does. And it's really cool. There's a mini show where she'll like talk you through like Xandarian culture and like about their planet, and the lighting will change and some aspects of the room will change. It's really, really cool. It's not like the Journey into Imagination room we'll get to a little bit later, but it's like a cool projection show. Sort of Epcot experience-y almost.
I dug the 3D panels.
Yeah, that was a really good use of yeah.
I don't. What is the technology? What is the technology that does that?
I think it was funny. If you watch my Cosmic Rewind video, I actually go into that room and I'm like looking around for the very first time, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's physical. That's physical. That's physical. That's a screen. And then as soon as the pre-show started, obviously Nova Prime came up. I was like, oh yeah. But it was really cool. It was really, really well done.
Yeah, Kevin and I did the same thing. I walked in. We walked in. And we're like, I wonder which wall's a screen.
I wonder where.
But the lighting is so harsh and violent in that room that it does actually sell a little bit.
Yeah,
it doesn't not work.
If you're not an offhand Disney, or you're not a Disney Dan, or you're not a Defunct Land, and you're not looking for it, I don't think you'll notice.
Yeah. I don't think that it'll be a thing. But who knows? I mean, it's no, you'll notice. One of the walls is glowing.
Yeah.
One of the walls is definitely glowing, you know.
Three walls are lit, and then one of them is emanating light.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. 3 walls are absorbing light, and 1 wall is giving off light.
Yeah. Exactly.
I wonder which one's gonna do something cool.
Is some giant lady gonna appear and talk to us? I don't know. I like how they play up the fact that she's a giant lady too. Like, it's not like a video. She like looks down at us. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, she does look. It's she, and she's also reading a cue card. You can't be that. You can't have that tight of a shot on a face when someone's reading a cue card, because it's just like the eyes are just like, oh, bro, she's reading a cue card.
Scanning.
Yeah. I really would love to know what the pre-show would have been before it got cut down.
I really, really hope that maybe in the future we'll go back and redo the pre-show. Maybe there's not the room, but that the piece of concept art where it's like essentially like a Rise of the Resistance style hangar with the Milano outside and Rocket and Groot. You know what I'm talking about? That piece of concept art that looked so cool, and I'm sad we never got it.
The piece of concept art that's a lie.
Yeah, they did. Disney lied to us.
You can't trust Disney anymore.
We're used to it at this point.
Yeah, you can't trust them.
That's not to say the current pre-show was bad. All right. If you're a fan of minis, which I absolutely am, I love miniatures. There's an entire miniature model of like the main Xandarian city, which is really
that was
cool.
neat, wasn't it? That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and if you look close, you can find like hidden Mickeys, Epcot pavilions, World's Fair pavilions. There's a bunch of stuff hidden in there, tucked away.
The model, we slowed down around the model when I was queuing up with my kids when I just wrote it, and it was nice. We had I got to see them it cycle through at least one phase of like the show, and see like how they use some of the projection mapping. It's so interesting because the projector is you're on top of it, and you can so clearly see all the pixels from like the projector. It's not that futuristic looking when you think about it.
You can see the pickles on the
you can see each individual pickle
all of them
on the model.
Rendered. Yes.
Yeah. But no, it's fun. It's fun. The model's really cute. And they clearly just gutted out the projectors from the Epcot experience. That's
exactly what it was, and I'm sad because I loved the Epcot experience. But I mean,
it was cool. It was cool. It was full of lies, but it was cool.
Yeah, it's. I like how they slowly, over the course of these past couple of years, took things out. The Mary Poppins part, they took out the space. Kind of funny, but
and if you go back and watch the Guardian section, it has nothing to do with the ride.
No.
Like,
isn't it just like the guy talking to you about like, Xandar's gonna be so cool. Come over and watch the Xandar do Xandarian things.
I guess if they wanted to sell me on the whole pavilion aspect of it, I needed something at least Mexico pavilion-esque, like something I could have walked into and like mulled about before I then rode the ride, because like otherwise I don't like the reason why the story, and like, okay, I don't mean to like jump ahead, but spoilers. The reason why the story of this coaster feels so convoluted and sloppy to me is because they don't execute the front end of like what, like the twist isn't interesting. The twist isn't interesting. The twist isn't interesting because like it's just the twist isn't interesting,
I guess that's fair. That's fair to say. I actually we're kind of jumping ahead to the ride, but I personally I enjoyed it, but I know you enjoyed it too. There's just some different things.
The ride is cool, but like the storytelling was just like
weird.
It was some DC level storytelling in an MC with MCU masks on,
right.
The stakes weren't properly set with us visiting the pavilion for like suddenly everything to be very quickly thrown into a different storyline. It just felt so unnecessary. Like the whole idea of like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, like the whole pre-show is full of all the evil you're about to like go up against and like deal with.
Yeah, they're like building it up, I guess. Yeah.
Right. And we don't even have a mention of a celestial in the pre-show. Like no one even like farts and it sounds like the word celestial. Like there's just nothing. And like when I was just at Universal and they have Kong, the new Kong ride.
Right.
And the pre-show has like this robotic guy and he's like and he's like terrifying and he's talking about like, and like there's just no like we don't set up the threat, and so it just feels so unearned. Like the climax of the story just feels dumb. It just feels like dumb. It's just like, how did I get here? Like, just let's just go to space with the Guardians. Let's just go to space with the Guardians. That would have just been cool. That just would have been
just
cool,
riding through space. Yeah, I think if they may have like teased a celestial like during the Unimind or whatever show at the very beginning, like halfway through the show, maybe a celestial will hack it and the room will change to be red instead of purple. Something to let us know that there's some weird activity. Maybe it's like Ghost Galaxy style, right? Have you ever been on Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy?
Yes. Yeah, it's exactly.
You get into the loading area and it's like flying over the planet as per usual, and then you get hacked by a weird, mysterious, ghostly force before you get into the ride to introduce the ghost. Before you even get into your rocket.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, the celestial does kind of come out of nowhere. Literally, so, like, he comes out of nowhere, I guess.
And we later find out now, like through interviews, that this was they threw the Guardians ride idea onto an existing Big Bang coaster concept.
Right. Which
makes so much sense now. Which makes so much sense now that like we shoehorn the Guardians into some stupid time travel plot. Like, and at the very least, just have the thing malfunction and send us back in time. And then the Guardians have to go back and save us, and then we get back. We're like Rocket's like, let me show these guys a good time. Like, oh, these Xandars are losers, you know. And then we just fly around, and then we park, and then like we don't wander around Food and Wine Fest the rest of the day, wondering why God is so mad at us, you know.
I suppose. I suppose I do know. It's interesting. It's interesting because like. Man, I love the Big Bang aspect of it because it sort of it keeps that universe of energy sort of feel where it's like that's where all energy in the universe came from was the Big Bang. I'm wondering what their plan was before the IP was introduced, what the story would be there. Like, are we just going through the universe of energy show and then it's like, oh, we're going to go to the Big Bang and then you just go through like a Dark Space Mountain roller coaster? I don't know what that, because I think IP actually might add to this one. Maybe not the way they executed it. Well,
we had this giant show building full of dinosaur robots, right?
Yes.
It's clear Imagineering's like, let's figure out a way to save all this. Well, they'll go back in time, Big Bang. It'll be like an indoor dinosaur coaster. We'll reuse these things. We'll do all these things, and then we're left with like everything then got cut except for the time travel part.
Yeah, it's interesting. I would have liked to see what the story to that time travel coaster would have been.
Yeah, truly. I would have liked to see, like whatever the Big Bang coaster would have been. Exactly. Yeah. Like, what is it? Like, you know,
what's the pre-show? What's the story? What's the gift shop looking like? The most important part of the experience is the gift show. There's the gift shop.
Well, you know what? Let's think about this for a second, Dalek, because that's a great question. What does a Disney park time travel gift shop ride look like? Because dinosaur has
dinosaurs.
But it's under executed in its theme. In terms of it's a time we have time travel. Let me sell me old stuff that you harvested from the past.
Instead of it's just like it's the little kid T-shirts where the T-Rex is holding like those robotic arms. That's all it really is. And plushies. Yeah.
Sell me a T-shirt that you stole from a kid in 1850. That's the shirt I want. You know what I mean? Don't give me you know.
Sell me a legitimate dinosaur fossil for $20,000 behind the counter. Let me buy a fossil from you in the gift shop.
Right. Exactly. They actually might have some fossils for sale in that store if I'm thinking about it. So let's not go too hard on them. But
that's fair. That's fair. It's interesting because
they might actually some like fossil jewelry or something. So
they're now
not. Universal, Jurassic Park and they sell legit fossils over there. They have like
the gift
some
shop?
high-end fossils for sale in that big Jurassic Park. Oh yeah, man, yeah. People, man, there's just rich people just wandering around those parks, dude, with money burning holes in their pockets.
That's actually kind of crazy. I need to go to Universal. Because they're kind of doing that with the Indiana Jones merch they're introducing. They're bringing, they have the idol, they have the crystal skull, they have the scarab. They're selling like artifacts, at the end of the Disneyland ride. Not really at the end, across the street at the end, but still.
Right. And think and also when you look at those artifacts, the cup is the most hideous thing it's
the Holy Grail. It's so sad.
Jesus would not drink out of that. I'm sorry. No. Looks like a 45-year-old like Christian suburban mother made that in a board and whatever those like craft like places.
I was gonna say like you drink wine and you paint and you
exactly
paint, like cups.
It's definitely like a Christian Midwestern wife daytime craft activity Holy Grail. It is. I'm sorry, whoever designed it. I'm sorry.
You're so right. Sorry. It's sad because the idol and the scarab and the skull look so good. They all look really, really well done.
Right. And I just did spam a lot, and so like I was like on the search for like some fun Holy Grail stuff, and I've got a couple fun thermoses that ended up getting two. They look like the Carpenter's cup. They're just plain wood grain.
Yeah,
and it's simple. And it's not whatever like gold leaf and like tinsel and like whatever. It's the thing does not look
Christmas
good.
Lights around it.
Yeah.
The canon character to the Haunted Mansion, by the way, Jesus. He exists in the Haunted Mansion universe. We were talking about this the other day. Dan.
Yeah, Dal and I were on the phone talking about how Jesus is. Man, I can't. Oh, Jared Leto, buddy. We have to talk about Jared Leto.
How did we skip?
How do we skip Jared Leto?
Maybe we should skip over this because it'll make me sad.
What are they doing with this movie, man? What's gonna happen?
Oh, Dan. Okay, so Owen Wilson. Danny DeVito.
Owen Wilson? Danny DeVito?
Tiffany Haddish. They're all in this movie.
Get Jack Black in it, and I'm so on board.
Oh, is Jack Black in it?
I'm saying get him in, like someone call his agent.
I think I will forgive Disney for potentially casting Jared Leto's Joker as Jared Leto's the Hatbox Ghost as Jared Leto's Morbius if they cast Jack Black. Anyways, they announced, not officially in any capacity, but I think it was the Hollywood Reporter, which is like, it's legit, announced that Jared Leto, famous for Morbius, famous for the weirdest Joker I've ever seen. I could beat up Jared Leto's Joker, and I'm a very, very weak person who's never been in a fight. They've announced that he's going to be the Hatbox Ghost in the Haunted Mansion movie. Just called Haunted Mansion, by the way. Not called The Haunted Mansion. It's just called Haunted Mansion.
I don't like to imagine you punching anybody, actually. It's really an unpleasant thought.
I think my entire arm would shatter into a billion pieces.
It's like Popeye fighting before he eats spinach.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you even know who Popeye is? You're so young.
I was actually watching... I'm on TikTok, so is Dan, for all of you, those of you who want to... The guy who does the Popeye comic, he recently picked it up, like, I think a year or two ago after the guy's been doing it since the 90s, retired, was talking about how Popeye... how they're so specific about when he can have his pipe in or not. It's very interesting.
Oh, really? Yeah, I love character style guides. Those are really cool stuff. There's some... okay, so that's all we know. It's just the cast. Do we know who's directing, who's writing the thing?
I know the writer. Oh, Dan, the writer is they did.
Oh no.
I don't know. There's a couple movies they did. They did the 2016 Ghostbusters reboot.
Okay.
With Kate McKinnon and all the SNL.
For what I understand,
alumni.
most of that movie was improv, so I don't understand what was written.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it. I haven't seen the new movie, the new Ghostbusters, like the newer one with with Ant-Man in it. I haven't seen that one either. So
that one's pretty fun. I enjoyed that one a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Stranger Things in it. It's got Ant-Man in it. It's got Bill Murray. I hear he showed up for a paycheck at some point for that movie.
He did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, most of them did. Yeah, most of them did. Most of the living ones. Most of the living ones did. Wait. Okay.
So Jared Leto as the Hatbox Ghost.
Yeah, you're right. Let's not talk about Jared Leto. Who cares about Jared Leto? Let's go back to the idea of a time travel gift shop. Right now at Disney World, they have all that vintage Disney World merch. You know what I'm talking about? Like all 50th, this, right? Yeah, all the 71 merch. Imagine like a gift shop that was like like when you walked into it, you were clearly stepping back in time, and then when you left the gift shop, you were going back into the present. Like one of those like Ant-Man time travel portals. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you could have it be like sort of like it's Marvel. You could do that.
It's Marvel, but like I would love to be like just to walk into a store and like have it instantly be like full of retro merch, like that,
right.
like the movie theater is right now on Disney World on Main Street.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Can you imagine? So are you talking like specifically retro Disney World merch or like just retro merch in general? Like, hey, you can buy coin operated.
Right. I should be able to buy every version of every dinosaur t-shirt that's been produced in the gift shop of Dinosaur.
Right.
At any point in time. Because it's
I agree.
Nothing should be retired ever in that gift shop. Like it should just be the same merch. Or the merch should have been more retro-y. Like that should have been like, oh, this is all we time traveled back into the 70s and got, the box of shirts we ordered. And right. here they are.
I would be okay with that because I have a limited edition Haunted Mansion MagicBand that I unfortunately lost. So if I could travel back in time
Which one?
It was the Dooney and Burke one. Do you remember that? It was from a while ago, yeah, with Madame Leota on it. It's gone.
You lost it.
Reduced to ashes. I've looked everywhere. I think I
and
left
someone
it at my
swiped
resort
it, man.
hotel.
Someone
Either that,
swiped
or
it.
someone swiped it.
I mean,
So
that journey, it's one of those, like $150.
It was like $80, yeah, but
And then it
it's
had
okay.
the one you could take the puck out of. Was it like one of those puck removable puckers?
Yeah, it was the 2.0.
There you go. Someone just put their own puck in it.
I have the 1.0 over here on my shelf. I'm staring at right now on my spooky shelf. And they're releasing, MagicBand Plus. Disney Dan is out now.
Yeah, it seems so dumb.
It seems like I'm excited. I'm happy that they didn't raise the price tremendously on it. It's essentially the price of a regular MagicBand. You just have to charge it, which kind of sucks. And there's no Haunted Mansion one, so maybe it does suck.
Yeah, there's no Haunted Mansion one yet. I'm sure
not yet. They announced one, yeah, but it's not out yet. The rollout of the whole 50. It has just been the strangest thing. And COVID or whatever. Right.
But it's just like they stuck these golden statues, half of whom aren't even park characters, all over the park. They've been around for 11 months now, 12 months. And finally,
yeah, go ahead.
And finally they're just like, oh, now everybody, hey, come over here and buy this thing and go try to high five them.
And what does it even do? Like, I watched videos of people going up to them and will they say a word like, what do they do? Have you tried it?
It plays. It's like an escape room. It plays like a dumb song. It plays a thing, and half the time it doesn't even work. And so I've heard Bounty Hunters is fun. Is it?
I don't know. I've never done it. I don't know.
Is it fun to wait 25 minutes to get into a line to scan something at a board? Let me scan my phone.
Is there a line?
Yeah. Every time I've seen someone do it to talk about it. I mean, I'm sure not always, but it's there's only one portal point to start the missions and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I just MagicBand Plus is weird, and then the whole glow with the show aspect apparently not working half the time, and when it does work, it's very underwhelming. I mean,
Glow with the show's old news, baby. World of Color did that 20 years ago.
I miss Glow with the. Do you miss Glow with the show, or do you think it was overrated? I thought it was kind of neat.
Absolutely, baby. I've got the Glow with the show ears. Man, I've got them from the 20th.
Because instead of all the people standing in front of you blocking your view, being mad at them, now you can be happy because they're part of the show.
Man, do you have one? You have one of those paintbrush ears? Do you have a pair of those paintbrush ears?
Nope, I do not.
Oh man, the paintbrush ears were so much fun because you could just you could turn other people's ears different colors.
Oh, it was interactive.
Oh yeah. So I have them here in the drawer, but they have you had two light up ears, and you could point your Mickey paintbrush to your ears and turn it whatever color that you could change the paintbrush color, and then it was like a remote, and whoever you pointed at, you could change the color.
Oh, that's cool. We should do an episode where we just show off our Mickey ears, all of our cool ones. What's your coolest pair of ears, Dan?
It's got to be honestly, and I didn't start wearing them until my last trip because they're weird a little bit. I like the chrome. I have my chrome EPCOT, like a baseball hat with Mickey ears in it. I think that one's so cool.
Yeah, I don't really wear ears to the park. Me either.
I
buy collectible ones and I just have them.
What's your favorite pair you have?
I got a Haunted Mansion 50th one that's pretty cool. It's black and gold with the plaque on the.
I know which one. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and then I also have a Club 33 one that is pretty cool.
If you could do a pair of Haunted Mansion ears, what would be your Haunted Mansion ear energy? What if you could if Dallin could you know what I mean?
I'm gonna go contact spirits from regions beyond. I'll get back to you. Hold on.
Oh no!
And I'm back. It was that easy. Dan, my perfect pair of Haunted Mansion ears has already been made. Actually,
has it?
Believe it.
Are these customs? Are these customs?
Right here. No, it's just these ones.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's a good one.
It's Jared Leto ears.
Let me one up you here.
Okay.
With this in mind, let's plus these up a little bit because they're cute, but I think we could go further. Those Star Wars ears? They've got X-wings on them and lasers and they're clear plastic.
They flash. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're animated, so it looks like the X-wings are pew 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 pew. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give me a Hatbox Ghost one where the face jumps from one ear to the other ear.
Oh, that would be cool.
You know what I mean? So like a hat box on one side, like and then it's like kind of like a designed up like to be a collar, and they're the clear plastic, and then the face jumps back and forth.
Oh man, dude, Haunted Mansion
Yellow
is
shoes. Yellow shoes.
Call us up.
baby.
That's all you gotta do.
Call us up, baby.
Haunted Mansion is so underrepresented with merchandise. They went kind of all out.
You say that, dude, but go on eBay and search Haunted Mansion, bro. There's a lot.
they went all out on the 50th, but have you been into Memento Mori ever, like, recently?
Yeah, they redid it.
It's not
It's a lot of dog stuff now.
It's mostly dog stuff. And phone cases.
Yeah. Have you ever done that spooky photo thing? I'm not.
No, but I want to. Oh,
do you?
If you're with me ever, we're gonna do it.
That's the only way I would do it, Down,
exactly.
is if we did it together. Only way I do it, because I can't touch that stuff.
Right. They also have, it's usually the back wall near the exit is my favorite spot, because they have usually like miniatures, statues. That's where I got my my gargoyles. I have 2 of them sitting on top of my bookshelf. My Haunted Mansion gargoyles.
Those gargoyles you ever do, how much are those things?
They were like $80 a piece. So I was like, I'm getting 2. Yeah. I might go back and get more. We'll see.
Yeah, those are cool. I dig those. We should do a merch episode. That'd be fun.
Showing off all our stuff. I made a couple videos on that.
We'd have to abandon the green screen thing probably for that. But
yeah,
we can suspend.
It would be analog. Well, we're in our parlor right now. We can leave the parlor, Dan. It's possible.
Oh, that is true.
There's a door right over there, I think.
Right, and we could just go to our plain new construction white walled rooms.
Yes.
Yes.
Where there's nothing behind us. We'll call it the void. It'll be great. See, guys, if you're watching this, we have a room where we meet for podcasts like this that is completely decked out, Haunted Mansion style, super creepy, high budget. It's right behind us. You can see it. The rest of the area, the rest of this house is just completely unfinished white drywall. Nothing fun, nothing interesting. We just made this set for you all.
Just this room.
So something about Guardians of the Galaxy, the Vomitron. Let's talk about that. How about the motion sickness?
It gets me Vomitroned. It Vomitrons me.
It gets me dizzy. I don't know if I'd say I'd get Vomitron, but like apparently it's like really bad for some people. And
it loosens my innards. We'll say that. It loosens my innards.
More so than Expedition Everest?
Or about the same or less? No, way more than Expedition. Are you kidding me? Expedition Everest is just like 3 circles around a mountain, and then some guy gives you a high five at the end.
And then you walk past a statue of a monkey, and then it's yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Are we talking about the Disco Yeti?
Okay, this ride is so. The thing about Guardians ride is how derivative it is. Like everything about this ride is derivative from something else. Like there's nothing original in this ride. And
I would argue except for the actual coaster itself.
The coaster itself is, but I mean, it's derivative. It's a Haunted Mansion coaster.
It is a Haunted Mansion coaster. They just took the Haunted Mansion track and they sped it up. It's exactly the same. I researched
same exact track, right? Same exact track. But at the end of Expedition Everest, we got the end, and he's like, you know,
yeah, he's like this. He's like this.
What is the last scene we get? What's the last scene we get in Guardians? In Cosmic Rewind, what's the last scene?
We walk past the we ride past the Guardians on that holographic screen, and they're like,
"No, Dallin, I'm talking about like in the grand story of things."
Oh, in the main show building.
Yeah, what's the last story beat of it's the Celestial doing this, bro? And they catch his arm. You know what I mean? You remember the part? He's doing the Yeti move. He's doing the Yeti move. The Celestial. Yeah, when they catch him, when they net him, when they give him fishnets, when they give him space fishnets.
Do you think that was on purpose? Oh yeah, when they do the link up, when they link up.
Yeah, when they link up, he's reaching out for us just like the Yeti is. Oh my God, this ride, man. This ride is the worst. I love it though. I love it. I do love it. It's a cool ride.
But in a way, Dan, is that not perfect for EPCOT, where it's like the worst ride ever, but you love it? That's EPCOT though, if you think about it.
Yeah, but Dallin, bro, it's 2022. It's time to step it up, you know?
I do agree. I think it could have been better. I think the story definitely got kneecapped by
like
COVID.
This was the one chance. This was it. Like we had one shot to do a Guardians attraction in Orlando, and this was it.
Oh, I was about to say the one shot for the Guardians. No, there's one in Anaheim, but no, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like we wasted on this. And where's Groot? Like, let me meet Groot.
Is Groot's a grown up in this one, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like we've already destroyed the canon, right? Because it's in its own multiverse. It's
different universe.
So stupid. But he's an adult Groot. There's an adult Groot meet and greet in Disneyland. Bring Groot here.
You guys haven't seen Groot yet?
No, Groot's not been out here in Florida.
Oh,
no.
That's tragic. Groot's so fun.
Yeah, Groot is. I have a video coming out in an hour and 20 minutes where I talk about him.
Do you think the attraction story would have been better if they cut the whole Wonders of Xandar Pavilion aspect out of it?
Yep, absolutely. Like, and it was like some kind of, or if the Wonders of Xandar Pavilion stopped instantly, just like Mission Breakout is such a perfect ride. It is such a perfect ride, and it's an overlay, and it's better than this story-wise. It's better than this ride story-wise, because
it's a retheme, not an overlay.
Right, it's a retheme. Right, it's a retheme, not even an overlay. It's a retheme, and like right from the get-go, the ride, the attraction starts, and Rocket's like, nah. This isn't, you know what I mean? Like, let me get rid of this. And so, like, right off the bat, if like the world mind's like, the Xandar Pavilion, and you know, you hear Rocket like inside that volcano in the middle, like banging on the thing. It's like, let me reprogram this. That, you know, like the Guardians.
That would be cool. Yeah, no, you're totally right. Because like, it's like the equivalent of if we were Mission Breakout. You know, we're just going through the Collector's Fortress, having a tour until we get on the elevator, and then Rocket shows up and wants to break us out.
Yep. Exactly. Well, no, it's not even that. It's we're captured by the Collector. We get put in a box, put in the Collector's stores, and then something happens 5,000 light years away that the Guardians are somewhat involved in, and they rope us in somehow for no reason. Like, oh, we need a bunch of boxes to distract this big guy in space. Whatever, you know what I mean? And
you guys got a box.
Yeah. You guys look like good boxes to distract big guys in space. Like, it's so we're so like the Guardians are so disconnected from this.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not what we love about the Guardians. Like, we don't want the Guardians to be like the cool good guys, or like, yeah, we want the Guardians to like, they're like the anti, like they're shisty. They're up to stuff, you know?
Right.
And this,
that's the story. We can, I agree. The story, it falls flat a little bit. Talking about the track we talked about, we like that. What about the effects in the ride? Like these miniature dioramas of like the moon and the galaxy. What do you think of like the screens, the lights? What do you think of all that stuff? Because I hated the idea of that show building being as big as it was. But once I rode Mission Breakout, I do like Mission Breakout. Once I rode Cosmic Rewind, I was sold instantly. It feels like it's like a sequel to Space Mountain kind of thing, almost.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like if I was a betting man, and I'm not, but if I was, I would put money on the fact that Japan's Tomorrowland Space Mountain remake is just the 1-to-1 copy of this ride.
That would make sense. Oh, yeah, you're so right.
Like the dinosaur to the Indiana Jones, like just like,
right.
All right, you have it. Like, I'm sure the Oriental Land Company came over here and rode this. You know, they were invited over. You know, because like the bigwigs rode it. Remember that guy's like, they tweeted like 4 months early. I can't wait for everyone to see it.
I'm so excited for this to open on
Memorial Day, yeah, or whatever. Everyone's like, Rick, you know, or whatever his name is.
He got a message from the bearded Bob Chapek instantly.
Right, yeah.
It's like, you got to take this down.
Bearded Chapek daddy. And so...
is everyone thirsting over him, or are they still... I've heard a lot of people compare him to Jeff Bridges from Iron Man.
You know what? He does have some Obadiah Stone energy. Is it Stone or Stain?
Stain.
It's Obadiah Stane. Yeah.
Anyway.
Build this in a cave!
No, but if you look at the concept art for their new Tomorrowland, it does share a very similar vibe to that first Galaxarium room, where everything's very glass and twirly. You know,
sure does.
Interesting.
Sure does.
So we're gonna try to go.
And that ride would be infinitely better if you took the Guardians out of it. Like the contrivance of the Marvel stupidity ruins the ride for me. Is what I'm trying to say.
Are you a fan of just the MCU as a whole, not counting the ride? Do you like the movies and the shows?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying is that Mission Breakout captured the energy. Like Mission Breakout, the plot is like, it's like Gunn wrote it. Maybe he did. I don't know. I don't know where Gunn was probably Gunn was probably making Suicide Squad. All this probably happened in the midst of like Gunn getting fired. And like that just kind of like,
Cause that might be it, Dan. You might have cracked the code. Is because they were halfway through building the actual track and then they fired him. Because he was around for all of Mission Breakout. That could be it. They didn't have a story idea, or they had bits and pieces that they had to loop together. I don't know. This is all like just like rumors or speculation. But
and like it took them 5 years to build this. They announced it 5 years ago.
Right, and Tron took what? Longer? Are we going up on year 6 now?
Well, Tron to me was very clearly like a labor COVID union thing.
I made a whole video on it. Yeah, there's a bunch of different aspects of Tron that caused it to be delayed. People are blaming it on a bunch of different
Guardians
things.
Just feels like chaos to me. It just felt like chaos. Like it felt like I cannot wait for like Yesterworld or like Kevin to make a video about this one day. Like I can't wait to hear the stories about it. You know,
the drama. Yeah, because he's got those interviews. He can interview whoever he wants.
Right. Exactly. And like also, let's just talk for a second. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is literally a movie about space energy.
It's about his dad, and his dad's a planet, and
his dad and him both have magic space energy.
Yeah, they just can do whatever they want. Is that what it is? Because they're Celestials.
Right. So, call me crazy. Those two big spheres, maybe they were ego. Maybe one could have been because we see one of the planets and then we see another planet later. Like the first planet could have been like pristine ego, and then like the second planet could have been like this big like angry face that like opens up and he's like,
oh, that would have been cool.
You know what I mean? Like,
or like ego be the villain, yeah.
Yeah, ego. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to keep the energy aspect of it, and it could just be like, and like that big room that we circle around in, where we see this. It could have just been a big egos planet, and like we're like coming in on it, and he's just like, and then Peter Quill's just like, hey, Dad. You suck, and he Gohan Kamehameha him, and then we shoot backwards from the blast. Like, well, I don't know. I just feel like I could pull anything out of a fortune cookie that would give me a little bit more satisfaction than what we were given.
I think the whole reason they wanted to do that Big Bang was to tie it into that reverse, spoiler alert, reverse launch, which is amazing. But
it's my favorite part of Expedition Everest.
Yes, the Expedition Everest. Does it launch you, or does it just sort of like push you back?
Yeah, bro. The Yeti grabs the back of your car and throws it backwards.
Throws it back. Yeah, the Yeti throws it back on the Expedition Everest?
Yeah, he does. He turns it down for what?
I've never seen that. I need to go write it again. So overall,
did you do the gift shop? Did you check out was it open when you went?
Closed. They were doing all the merch in Creation Shop because not apparently. I've been in it before.
Let's talk about the gift shop.
It's very small. It's a small gift shop.
So I went in it. I'm very interested by it because it's fascinating to me. They're going hard on the Infinity Stones.
Right. And I might have to get the Eye of Agamotto when I go, because I love that.
It's really cool.
It would look good on my creepy, esoteric collectibles shelf that I have over here.
It would look good in one. That's a good reason. I should get one too, for that reason. Because they have the gauntlet. They have like a case with all the stones. You can buy stones individually, and the stones are like the Kyber crystals. Like they kind of had like the merchandising of Rise is actually honestly the best part, because people are getting like Loki's scepter, and like they're like hidden, like you can take the Power Stone out of Loki's scepter and like the Mind Stone out of Loki's scepter and put like, I don't know, the Reality Stone in, and the scepter will light up differently, like a saber does if you change out the Kyber crystal. Like you can kind of you can cool. Like, and like I honestly think that they kind of under delivered on the interactivity. Like the interactivity kind of like falls a little flat.
It just changes the color, right?
Right.
Like the sound.
Right, but like I think that there's some space for some really cool merch to be coming from Disney Park, because Disney Park merch, like from the Spider-Man, the web flinger.
Oh yeah.
Like that's cool. And I have the little Spider Bot guy. Like Marvel, like they're like Star Wars has great park merch. Like
Doc Ondar's was probably arguably the best shop in like Hollywood Studios and Disneyland.
Right, and like it feels like the gift shop really they don't sell the blue frog, which is so stupid to me. It is so incredibly stupid to me that they don't sell like a Swarovski crystal. Like make it $500 and like so because no one buys it, but like make it $3,000 like the castle, like that gem castle,
that big crystal castle.
Right. Like give me some like exotic sapphire, like make it like dope, you know, and then like when someone orders it, like some artist just custom makes it for them or something, you know, like
rewind. What blue frog are you speaking of? What is this blue frog?
In the movie, when Yondu goes in to sell the soul stone,
right.
After Quill goes in, or whatever the stone is, whatever the
purple
stone,
one, power stone,
power stone,
yeah.
And then Yondu sees like a little like tchotchke. It's like a little glass frog.
I know what you're talking about.
You know,
now. Yes,
and he's like, and Yondu's like, I like that, and it's this gag that runs through the first Guardians movie.
Okay. I'm caught up now,
and they're, oh my god. The world building of Xandar is already so tiny in the movie, and like we didn't capture, like we barely grabbed onto any of this. Like, where's that fountain that Groot was drinking out of? Would have been hilarious to have a meet and greet where Groot was trying to drink out of the fountain. You know what I mean? And
I think building on what you're saying right there, I think the outside of the building needs a lot of work as well, because Xandar is so beautiful and green and like fountains and water and elevated railings in the movie.
Yeah, Xandar is Epcot in a way. Like when you,
it looks very Epcot.
Yeah, when you play Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, or you read the comics,
the whole pre-show.
Right. It's very
like,
geodesic.
This is what Walt Disney would have wanted.
And sharp and cool stuff. But yeah, I don't know. But the gift shop was impressive. Like the selection of high end stuff. And again, I'm not that hard in on Marvel.
I'm all in on Marvel. I love it so much.
Well, but like to say that like I am hard in on like Mansion, and like why is it still Lowe's that has like a $45 talking Madame Leota that sucks? You know, like where is the $195, the $245 like? You know, like I have those those Oswalski like light boxes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I have the Hitchhiking Ghost one.
Hey, me too.
And like that has 1,000 times more kinetic energy than like half of the merchandise that has ever been created for the Haunted Mansion. You know, like we don't really play with like how Marvel merch and the Star Wars merch is like. You're living in the world of that, thing.
From like the props almost.
Right. Yeah. Instead, Haunted Mansion is treated like a sports team. It's just like, here's a picture of the thing on a shirt. You know,
it's always apparel, and it's like, I'm the ghost host kind of thing.
And also like confused gothy teenager apparel too, like the worst stuff.
Oh, it's so bad.
Stuff.
It's so like the half plaid, half jean jacket that's all ripped up and has. It's so bad.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I'm looking at my shelf right now. The host of ghost jars that they had for the 50th that they made way too many of, that they started selling at Disney World because they made way too
many of. They couldn't give those things away.
Yep. Which I thought they were going to be hard to get, so I only ordered 2. So I have the Hatbox Ghost and Constance. The gargoyle, again, that's like a prop. That's about it. That's really all I have on my shelf. That's like,
but here, even those jars underutilized. Don't give me a jar with the Hatbox Ghost's head in it. I don't care. Give me a hat box with the Hatbox Ghost in it.
Right. Yeah. With like a beautiful sculpt inside. I'll pay.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's shenaniganry. You know, like why don't we get cool stuff? You know.
I have a Lego Haunted Mansion now. Did you see that, Dan?
That came in. How was the build? Is there any fun stuff you build inside? Like, do they like? Yeah, because. Or is it just the outside, or is there like a back that has cool stuff in it?
I could grab it and show you, but it's over there. It's a mini build, so it's like I lied about it being like bigger than the pop. It's actually a little bit smaller, but you can turn it around the back. Pictures. And there's a mini version of the ballroom, the grand hall, depending on what you want to call it. And then I think there's a changing portrait hallway from the Disneyland version back. I guess it's the Disneyland mansion. So yeah, there's a changing portrait hallway and the mini version of the grand ballroom.
That's cool.
Very,
I gotta
very
get
small.
It. Yeah, very grab it. I don't know where I'd put it. I don't know what I'd do with it, but I should. Well, actually, have you seen because Lego has like these expert attraction builds. Have you seen the expert haunted mansion attraction build?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Like it's like an amusement park haunted mansion expert level build like attraction thing. And
is it Disney haunted mansion or is it just like generic haunted mansion?
It's generic, but it had but the inside of it is very cool. It's a very cool.
So it's a haunted house, not
it's a haunted house. Yeah, it's a haunted house. Yeah.
I gotta watch. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting back into Lego. It's an expensive hobby, but I really just want to build a haunted mansion, like a big full-sized replica of the haunted
like the castle we have. Yeah, I would love it to scale. And my God, have you seen some of the mocks people have done of it? It's like there's some really crazy stuff people do.
There's a guy on TikTok I follow who's rebuilding all of Disneyland. I don't know if it's modern day Disneyland or just like his ideal Disneyland, but yeah, he has like a mansion in there that's beautiful. So well done.
It's wild what people like. It breaks my brain what people can do. I went to Legoland in Orlando. Have you been?
No, I've only ever been to Disney, Dan. Unfortunately, I've been to SeaWorld actually before the whole Blackfish thing. I did go to SeaWorld.
Haven't been back since?
Not because I'm like super against it. I've heard they've been getting better with stuff like that.
You got to when the public's watching everything you do.
I guess, right? Very, very closely. But
we've been working on our accountability because no one will look away.
Guys, we promise we're trying. I haven't just because when I'm a kid, or when I was a kid I went there, but when I'm in Orlando I'm like I got to do all this Disney stuff while I'm here because I got to do this for the channel. And then also I'm like I'm afraid that if I go to Universal or if I go to SeaWorld, if I go to Legoland, I'll be like, man, I could be riding the haunted mansion right now.
Listen, when in January, February, let's pick 5-6 days to go to Orlando together, and we will just do a solid week of the Vlog Boys, where we'll go on a new adventure every day. Kenny will come with us. He'll film everything, and then cut together Dallin and Dan vlog adventures for Please Stop Vlogging, where we'll just go do stuff, like go to all the parks. Because let me tell you something, dude. Legoland is a traditional amusement park. I mean, it was. Right. It was a place called Cypress Gardens or something.
Yeah, it wasn't even. It wasn't even Legoland for a long time. There, it was there before Disney was.
But listen, when I say that Legoland understood the assignment, like
really,
everything is Lego there in some capacity. In a way that, like, when I go to Hershey Park, nothing is chocolate.
You can't eat the ride vehicles. It's kind of lame.
Right. You can't eat the ride vehicles, but like it's just the theming is so interesting. And what's so more funny is that anything that you can think of that other parks have done, there's like a parody knockoff cheap version of it at Legoland. Like all the way down to Soarin'. They made a Lego movie Soarin' that has the same smells as Soarin' Around the World. I crap you not. It's crazy. And it's the craziest ride system because you go in and you strap into Soarin' and like these big Soarin' benches and you're staring at a wall that with like cubbies and stuff. You're like, what? I'm like looking around. I'm like, where, what is going to happen? Like, is there like, do we like, and then suddenly we all spooky duplex bookcase. Like all of the benches rotate out and we all rotate into this huge theater.
Weird.
And then arms push us in and they flight of passage you where like they move you around and you fly through all the realms of Legoland. They have like they have a dinosaur ride that's clearly a knockoff of Dinosaur. It's just an old coaster. They even have like a chicken guys. Like they have a chicken guys.
Where it's Lego. It's Lego.
It's a Lego, but it's the Lego chicken. It's the Lego chicken minifigure guy. Yeah. Yes.
I think I need to go because this sounds like it's like a knockoff.
It's really funny. It's really funny. They have their own Midway Mania, but it's Ninjago, and it has these terrible controls where you have to like chop over this very small sensor. So like you have like and like by the time you're done with the first two screens, your arms are so tired.
So it's Web Slingers.
It's very well. No, Web Slingers works way better than this thing. I would imagine.
Have you never been on Web Slingers?
I'm gonna find out. It's in I wonder if it'll be open for Oogie Boogie Bash. It should be, right?
Yeah, it is.
I need to get a ticket for Disneyland for Sunday. So
I know. My pass is all. My pass expires on the 8th.
Did you get a hold of? Have you gotten a hold of anybody? Like,
listen to Dan. Strap in. Get yourself like a drink. Get a snack.
Welcome to Foolish Mortals After Dark, folks.
This is now Foolish Mortals After Dark. whining about the Magic Key system. So my pass expires on September 8th, which is the day before D23 starts. I have a reservation for the 8th because I'm going to be in town a day early. I cannot make a reservation. I couldn't, I should say, make a reservation for any of the days after that. And now they're all sold out, obviously, because everyone's going to be in town for D23. So I'd either have to buy a ticket to get to hang out with you guys or just not go. I
legitimately think that I could probably get you into the Oogie Boogie on that Saturday night. Because I have my gold card. I have my gold card. We'll go over there. We'll be like, we didn't get tickets, but I'm sure. I mean,
I'm down to try to sneak in. For any Disney cast members watching this, I'm not going to try to sneak in. But the whole renewal system, because you can renew your passes in Disney World in Orlando. You can't buy new ones yet, can you? No.
I got to renew mine. Mine expires in September.
Why are they doing that? Why can't you buy new ones?
Because it's like
is it just because it's a mess?
Unfavorable attendance mixes.
Right. Unfavorable. That was yesterday. That was yesterday.
Bro, we're live now, bro. We can like talk about this stuff.
We can refer to things in real time.
Real time.
They won't let you renew Magic Keys. Some people's, I believe, if they had used them earlier for whatever reason, have already expired. Most people coming up this next month in September, theirs are going to expire, or end of this month. And Disney has not even released an utterance of how we're going to be able to renew them or what it's going to look like or how much it's going to cost. It's so crazy to me that they haven't yet.
Yeah.
See, I'm coming up.
Not crazy to me. Not crazy to me. They don't care.
They would rather, you think they're just going to let it die out, the Magic Key program? They're just going to say nothing and just going to make us buy tickets?
Well, here's the thing. I've been thinking a lot about this because like prices are just keep going up and up and up. And,
right.
and, but a lot of people do their 2 to 3 year vacations. Right. And a lot of stuff was shut down and people were not comfortable traveling for that amount of time. And so there's just so much catch up FOMO across the country and even with international travelers to get their fix that it's going to take a while for just the dust to settle. It's been busy at Disney World nonstop since it opened. Reopen since we dropped masks, I should say. Since we reopened and dropped masks,
Because I think I went like a week or two after it reopened. When masks, you wore them everywhere, and there was nobody there, and it was so fun. Walking, I loved it because you walked through the stretching room. You walked through it. It was pre-stretched. It was so cool.
Yeah, I would love to see Cosmic Rewind in that mode. You know what I mean? Where everything's shut down. Because
we didn't even talk about the Journey into Imagination room.
Yeah,
or Terry Crews.
Epcotians. I could have, no disrespect, but Dell and I could have been better intro hosts for that thing.
I mean, I love Terry Crews as much as the next guy, but yeah, we definitely.
Who doesn't love Terry Crews? But I don't need an Old Spice commercial, But like, I guess to me, when I was a kid and there was like the Dino guy or whatever, all the pre-shows were just dumb to me, like corny. So I guess to a kid, they're corny. But like, I guess if I was an adult and I saw the dinosaur guy, I'd just be like, ugh, this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I think most of the pre-shows at Disney, like Disney World, I should say, are appropriately corny. Like Flight of Passage has probably the cringiest pre-show of any attraction I've ever been on. And it's so fun.
Yeah, that's true. But they don't like do a twist at the end, like right before you board the ride to be like, oh no, it turns out the real Sigourney Weaver showed up and she's pissed and she's
trying to track down the fake Sigourney Weaver and kill her and take her place.
Exactly. It's or I don't know. Or like the guy with the buzz cut shows back up and he's like, I'm gonna stab all you guys, and we're like, oh, quick, get into your avatars and fly or whatever. I don't know. It just
fly away from the dude with the weird haircut from the Avatar movie from apparently 200 years ago, because the land takes place a long time after the movies.
Right. Yeah. Many hundreds of years later. Right. Exactly. Yeah. The twist of, did you like the teleport room? Like when you went in and it was like,
I loved the teleport room. Yeah, I didn't see it. Well, I didn't look up any spoilers, so I didn't know it was going to happen.
Oh, neither did I.
Really well done.
Neither did I. Well, I walked in there and I was like, well, there's no windows or doors in here, so what's going to happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I figured it was going to be some kind of cool effect, and it did. It works really well.
Yeah.
When you go to Universal, you have to ride Poseidon's Fury, because Poseidon's Fury does that effect. Like they go hard with that effect, and it is
big time.
So amazing. It felt like I was in a real David Blaine magic trick, or David Copperfield. Like David Copperfield's made like the Statue of Liberty disappear and all that dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And it's all been camera tricks and paid audiences, right? It's all been fake, obviously. The Statue of Liberty still there. But like, what's so cool about Poseidon's Fury is like, it's like the effect is just so amazing that when it happens, you're just like the first time it happened to me, I was like, oh my God. And I was like looking around, I was in a different room. You know what I mean? Like, and it's an effect where they put you back in the room like that you started the walkthrough attraction in. So like suddenly you're back in the room before you walk through the magical portal to start the story. And it's
Weird.
like, you're back in the room that like before the magical portal opened. It's like, oh my God, what? And then you just walk out the door. It's like, and then suddenly you're back out, and it's so cool. The effect is really, really cool. It's amazing.
I need to go to Universal. I think we're going to be waiting for Epic Universe to open, so that's 2025, I believe.
We're going to Universal before that, bro. I'm sorry, it's going to happen.
All right. I'll clear the schedule. And we'll ride Fast and Furious Supercharged all day.
Still haven't done it.
We can skip it. It's fine. I won't care.
Yeah, we could totally skip it.
We can skip it because everything I've watched on that ride looks absolutely awful.
Look, overall, I would say that the coaster's good. I'm not saying the coaster is bad. I think the worst part about the coaster is the story.
Everything surrounding the story is good.
Gold. Even the gift shop, other than the missing frog, gold.
Gold. On a scale from 1 to 10, Dan, Cosmic Rewind and some closing thoughts just summarized, and I'll go after you.
I would give Cosmic Rewind a 7 out of 10. It's revolutionary. It's exciting. It's big. But it's like mashed potatoes. But it's like mashed potatoes without salt and butter. You know, it's like
right.
Why are we doing this?
Right. I would give it, probably like a 7.5, maybe an 8 out of 10. The story beats don't bother me as much as they do to you. They bother me. I acknowledge them. I don't like them, but it's not the end of the world for me. I think the coaster's so good, and the music and the projections, all of that around it is so well done.
Yeah, it is. You're not wrong. I don't know. It's good.
We'll go foolish merchandise on the next episode, perhaps.
Next Friday. Yeah. Let's do that next Friday, unless something big happens. I'm not going to go on, but let's go and Shop Disney and Etsy, and let's just start looking for fun Haunted Mansion merch that we've never found before. Did that pet bowl come in yet?
The what?
Did that bowl come in that you ordered? That I showed you the other day?
No, not yet. Not yet. It's still in the mail. I
want to know how big. I want to know if it's like big enough for cereal or like a potted plant or something, because it's so cool. It's like this doom buggy dog bowl.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's a dog bowl. Like I could use it for some other cool stuff. So.
Yeah. No, we haven't talked.
Halloween
candy,
yeah,
like right, or like just a change in keys dish by the front door.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's got a big dome, so you can just throw stuff in it without worrying about bouncing around or anything. You know.
We'll get some Etsy shops, some shout outs too.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. We'll do some digging. We'll find some cool Haunted Mansion stuff. We're going to do it all. It's all going to happen.
Yep. We'll see you on Friday then.
Yep. See you next Friday, buddy. And for everybody who's worried, these are still going to go on Spotify. They're still going to go on YouTube. We're just recording them live and like with all the effects so that we don't have to,
We don't have to turn Dallin's computer into a jet engine, because that was unfortunately happening editing these last Foolish Mortals episodes.
Yeah, and look, we got flickering flames. I'm gonna work on it. It's gonna be cooler. This crystal ball thing, she's temporary. I don't know what she is, but it's fine. It's fine. You know,
it's like right around here. I think
what we need to do is just have somebody. We need to have a third guest. Well, no, when we have guests, we'll put them in the crystal ball, clearly. And then we need to have like,
and they'll have to look up at us.
Maybe we get like Alicia to paint herself blue and like sit in front of a green screen while we record, so that we can just have her be in the ball.
Yes.
The whole time, just laughing at us or something. Oh my God.
Just being creepy, looking at us in the ball. And we're going to go ahead.
Someone in the chat just asked if these were magic candles, and they are. These candles over here were purchased with a code DisneyDan15, and those candles over there. No.
These
those
ones,
candles, yeah, those candles over there, Dallin's candles were purchased with coupon code offhand Disney 15, or is it just offhand 15?
Offhand 15.
It's offhand 15.
Just offhand.
Yeah, just offhand.
Oh yeah, everyone. I've seen it in the chat. Someone's excited for us to ride Velocicoaster.
Yeah, man, you're gonna like it. You're gonna do it.
I'm excited. I'm excited. We'll see you same time, same place. Actually, different place. Yeah. Some drywall next week, but we'll go. We're
gonna drywall next week. We can drywall next week.
Foolish merchandise next week. Be there. And
be square.
Yeah, we'll be right back here on Disney Dan's Submarine Canteen.
Captain Dan's, bro.
Oh, you're a captain now. You got a promotion. Congratulations.
Yeah, Captain Dan's Submarine Canteen. And you know, if people start watching this enough, we'll just start a Foolish Mortals channel for it. You know, like if people are watching it live enough. But we've had over 50 viewers this entire time. It's been pretty fun. So
yeah, thank you all for tuning in.
That's incredible, honestly, for the first time. I'm recording in the daytime, but like that's amazing. So like, thanks for watching with us. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. This is super awesome. And hold tight, because we'll drop it on the other channel shortly.
It's going to be great, and we will see you all next week. And just get ready. Get ready, man. Foolish Mortals is going to be evolving before your very eyes. D23.
We're going to have to D23 meetup. Everything. We need to figure that out. Next episode. Yeah. We're going to figure out a meetup, and then we'll announce it so that everyone can come hang out with us.
Let's do it. That'll be so great.
Take pictures with us and stuff.
Yeah. Show us all of your Haunted Mansion merchandise.
Bring it with you. Please, like tote bags.
Make sure pack it in a bag. I was about to say, yep.
Bubble wrap it though, in case it's delicate, because there's some of that. There's some of those delicate.
You can also use use packing paper. That will also work.
Packing paper is good. Yep. Oh, and bubble wrap comes in multiple different bubble sizes. There's like the small bubbles. Yeah. There's like the bigger bubbles, and then they're like just like bags of air. Yeah.
Huge like bubble. So just bring as much bubble wrap as you can. Is what we're trying to say. Bring all of your bubble wrap.
Unless it's not fragile. If it's not fragile, just drag it.
No. This is completely separate from the merchandise. Just bring bubble wrap. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Yes. Also, Dallin and I need bubble wrap. This is something we don't talk about a lot, but
no.
If you can bring us bubble wrap, we have so much use for it.
It's all behind the scenes stuff you guys don't see here, but it's all we go through so much bubble wrap in the production of this podcast. Yeah, exactly. You would not believe.
Yeah, you wouldn't even understand. You really wouldn't understand. And it's not your fault that you don't understand, but you just
think of as much bubble wrap as you can possibly think of, and then it's at least double that for every single episode.
And there's different color bubble wrap that we love. We don't just like the clear kind.
Clear is fine. Clear is classic. You know, it's reliable. Right. But if you got different colors, bring the different colors in.
Right. Like
I've
red.
Seen blue.
Right.
I've seen red.
Blue's a good one. Red. Green.
Green's okay. I'm not really a massive fan of the green.
Yeah. Because it's compostable, I think. You know, because it's like for the environment. Right. And I don't need.
With this bubble wrap, we're trying to fill as many landfills with non-biodegradable things as we possibly can.
Right.
That's the whole goal with this.
Right. And we don't pop the bubbles to take up more space.
No. Yeah. We leave them unpopped.
Right. Yeah. We're one of the few people that get bubble wrap. We don't pop it.
Nope. It just goes right in the trash in the Foolish Mortals mobile, and we fill it up.
Fill it up. Yep.
Bring bubble wrap.
Right, and where it makes that, and so our vehicle can float. We could just drive it right into the river if we need to. And
ideally, we can just drive it up to some like a beautiful. I've been up to a couple beautiful mountain ranges, babbling creeks, and just dumped couple 100 pounds of bubble wrap in there and just watch them float down river.
Squirrels love it. Squirrels love it.
Yeah. Sea turtles, they get tangled in it a lot.
Well, it's not, but they're not. But it's not straws and soda can.
No. This is bubble wrap. It's different.
No, they get tangled in it, but they're safe because it's bubble wrap.
Exactly. Yeah.
In a way, we're saving the sea turtles.
If you think about it, we're doing more for the sea turtles than the paper straws ever did by dumping this bubble wrap in the ocean.
Right. Exactly. So think about the turtles and bring us bubble wrap so we can save them.
Save the turtles with
bubble wrap.
We'll see you there.
See you there, guys. Thanks for
thanks for watching. Foolish bubble wrap.
Oh, all right. We have to go before they shut us down.
That's fair. That's fair.